Hello everyone, welcome back to Story Saturday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Sorry about not getting a video up on Wednesday, guys. I am barely able to get this one up, but regardless, guys, I do hope you enjoy it. First off, I hope you guys are really enjoying the spider gameplay. This in the background is actually going to be a really good game. Nearly everyone in this lobby had about 1,000 or more wins, plus this guy was like talking a lot of trash and a lot of salt, and I was able to beat him a few times, so that was really fun. But yeah, guys, that was really good. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay, and let's get right into the story. So as you guys maybe know, I mean, unless you're new here, I am a 17-year-old junior in high school. So yes, I'm still in high school, I am 17 years old, and I have a part-time job, and I play competitive basketball, and on top of that, I run this YouTube channel. But the entirety of all that is under the fact that I am also a college student. I am a high school student, but I am actually taking college courses, and this is a program that is ran by my high school. So my high school will actually pay for all the college courses I want to take. Absolutely free, whatever courses I want to take, as long as I'm able to get good grades in them, and I am taking care of the credits I need to graduate. So, yes, I am taking college classes. I take 3 college courses, and my high school pays for them all, and I am basically able to do this because I scored really well on a really important college admittance test, and so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just get some free college. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm taking 2 years of free college in high school. I'll be graduating next year as a senior with some college credits under my belt. And anyway, we're going to get right on to the story. That's not necessarily irrelevant to the story. I'll tell you guys why in a little bit. So one class in my college in particular gave me a certain assignment that basically rocked my world for a short time. And that's why this one is titled The Psychological Experiment. So obviously, without needing to say much, yes, it was my psychology class. Now, my psychology professor had told us that there was a 2-week psychological experiment that we could take. Now, this was an optional assignment. We didn't have to do it, but we'd get extra credit points if we did want to do it. And extra credit is just some points that you get that can boost your grades significantly. So it was called the Rising and Sleeping with the Chickens assignment. And as the name kind of, portrays itself, it is basically we have to live as if it were the 1700s. Now, not necessarily live, but when it's nighttime, I'll get to it. So it's called Rising and Sleeping with the Chickens. So basically, after the sun goes down, we were actually had to turn off all of our electronics in our house. So every single piece of electronics we had in our house, we would have to turn off. Now this also includes light bulbs. So our house would be pitch black, and the only way we could do anything was by candlelight. Now, candlelight is, it's not very good. We were actually able to have an exception, so we were able to use electric candles that would, as long as they don't give off like a harsh, unnatural light, that's something that we could use. So we were able to use electric candles because those weren't giving off really unnatural light. So everything we did past sundown would be done by candlelight. And we would be required, you guys are probably asking, well, how would they possibly know that you're doing this? Well, you would actually have to keep a very detailed journal. Every single day, you would wake up, you would write in your journal, you'd write what your quality of sleep was, you'd write how many hours you think you got, you'd write when you went to bed, when you woke up, any dreams you had, and any sleep patterns, how many times you woke up in the middle of the night, anything. If you took a nap during the day, you'd have to write that down. If you felt sleepy during the day, you'd write that down. You'd have to write down everything, complete details. Sleep patterns, habits, time you went to bed, woke up, if you woke up in the night, and your emotional state. So basically how you were feeling, if you were happy, sad, depressed, energized, sleepy, all those things. So depending on your emotions, you'd have to kind of keep track of that. You also had to write down any dreams you experienced. Now, I do not get very good sleep, so this experiment was pretty nice for me. I am not a good sleeper. I stay up till 12 or 1 a.m. every single night. My sleep schedule is, pretty much screwed. And I never have dreams, so this experiment was really strange. And we had to keep a journal of basically a bunch of dreams that we had, and we had to have a minimum of 3 dreams that we had to write down. Now, I could get into the deep psychology of this, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into that, just so you guys don't get bored. And then basically at the very end, you would have to write a 4-page essay describing everything in complete detail through your 2-week experience. But here's the kicker. This entire assignment, this 2-week assignment, was worth 10 points. Only 10 points. Now, to put that in perspective, the entire class is worth 1,000 or more points. So 10 points would honestly do nothing for me. So no one actually did the experiment. until next class. Now, next class, it was a bit different. So I walked in, my professor said, okay, guys, I know none of you guys want to do this experiment. You guys have all shown that you're very full of integrity when it comes to assignments, because our class is actually really good. We work very hard on everything we do. And to reward us for that, my professor boosted the amount of 10 points up to 75 points. Now, 75 points is so drastic. It is honestly a lifesaver. So I decided to do it. I was going to do this. I was going to do the experiment, but I would not enjoy it. So every night I would do exactly what I just said. I would turn off everything, including light bulbs, computers, everything. My phone would be already charged. I would have to set alarms. Everything would have to be done beforehand. Once the sun goes down, there's no electronics. And so this is what I did. Every single night I would do this. Once the sun went down, all electronics were off. I would go to bed probably around 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. every single night, and then I would wake up around 6 a.m. and then start my day. So I'm not going to lie, the first 3 nights were really rough. My body was not used to it. My sleep schedule was still really, really whacked. I didn't get much sleep, and I woke up consistently throughout the night, just honestly hysterical at a few points. I was very, very vigorously tired and just really frustrated. And I was not getting much sleep. So it started to get better eventually. I started sleeping through the night. I had some of the first dreams I've had in years that I could remember clearly. But however, there's always a downside. There's always a downside. You can't just have something that's not downsided. Here's the thing. I would honestly be so exhausted later in the day that I would just be dying in the afternoon. Because I woke up so early, I would just be so tired by the afternoon, and it was really, really rough. So I'd wake up super refreshed, but then would be dead in the afternoon. But I found myself getting a lot of stuff done because I had to. I couldn't stay up late and do homework anymore, and I really didn't have a social life or a gaming life for about 2 weeks because I would have to get everything done in this short amount of time. And the other downfall is that my entire family had to do this experiment with me as well. So my brothers were kind of salty, and my mom was actually pretty happy with this entire thing because she's happy with the fact that I wasn't on the computer and on my phone so much. Now, I do admit I am honestly on the computer a whole lot because I take online college classes, so I'm on the computer a lot. Plus, I run this YouTube channel, and I like to interact with you guys, my fans, in game. So I'm on the computer quite a bit, and this 2-week period was pretty good for my mom because she didn't really want me on the computer so much. So I did get some good rest. It just took a while. So finally, as the 2 weeks came to a close, I had all my journal entries, had all my dream journals done. I had my essay done. It was a 4-page essay. Finally, I had all the copies of my journal, which were handwritten by candlelight, mind you. I had them all copied, and I had scanned them to my laptop. I submitted them with about 10 entries, 3 dream entries, and a 4-page essay to my teacher all over the internet. And it turns out she opened only the essay. She didn't read my journal entries, she didn't read my dreams, she didn't read anything other than my essay. So it was just kind of like, dang it. But it was like, I can't be mad. She gave me the full 75 points, which was completely amazing, because what happened was I was actually kind of struggling in the class. I had an 81, and an 81 is nearly a C, and I do not like anything that is not a B. So I had a very low B. I was at nearly a C, and I went from an 81 to a 96. This was an instant A, from almost to a C to an A because of this 75 points. So I was extremely happy about it. And because it's a college class, it actually had double weight compared to a high school class. So for example, a college grade of a B would be a high school A, and a high school, or in a college A would be a high school double A+. So needless to say, my GPA will honestly fly from like a 3.7 or 3.8 to probably over a 4.0. So the scientific explanation as to why this experiment was even a thing in the first place is that psychologically your brain, when it sees light and it isn't the sun, if it sees unnatural light past the sun, once the sun has gone down, your brain's sleep clock will actually reset and will make you feel like you're awake. However, if you go to bed with the sun when the sun goes down, your brain actually produces a hormone called melatonin, which will actually make you feel sleepy. Now, if you decide to go to bed and you actually fall asleep once the hormone hits, you'll actually feel a lot more rested, and you will, it's emotionally pretty good too, because I was feeling a lot more happy too. And I did, to be very completely honest, hated the experiment every step of the way. I hated it so much. But it was really, really, really worth it, because I got so many points from that. And I also took showers by candlelight, and I can honestly say that was not very fun. Like, I just hate the dark in general. I'm not scared of the dark, but I don't like being in the dark very often. I do like my lights. But yeah, guys, that was my psychological sleep experiment. It was quite the experience. I don't think I would do it again, and I'm pretty much back to my old ways of, going to bed around 1 a.m. So, I mean, it was a good try on my teacher's end to try to get us to sleep, but you know what? She did not win in the long run. But yeah, guys, that was my experiment. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Hopefully I'll have a video out on Wednesday. May or may not, depending on how busy I am. It is Thanksgiving break, I believe, this week, so I'll have classes on Monday and Tuesday, but not on Wednesday and Thursday, so I should be able to get a video out. If not, you guys can shoot me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, guys, and I will see you in a brand new video. Bye, guys.